What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Matt's Market. We got Bitcoin rallying up to 23,798 as a high for today. Currently coming back down to 23,364 where we're currently sitting. But as you can see from the title of this video, urgent warning in regards to Bitcoin. And we're going to touch base in this video, explain exactly what we're talking about and what's going on right now with the number 3, actually now the number 4 biggest Bitcoin wallet out there. So give me a few minutes, guys, and then we'll get everything squared away, and then we'll get bust out the information for you guys so y'all can stay up to date and really be aware of what's going on. And I'm gonna kind of show you guys how this whale has been going through and selling all his Bitcoin to where it's not really affecting the price a whole lot right now. So let me get this typed up. Let a few people get in here, and then we'll get rocking, guys. But good to see y'all, man. Welcome to the channel. I'm Matt from Matt's Market. If you could, please consider hitting that subscribe button for us. Join up with the family. I'm also be posting a link to 100% free Discord in the chat here periodically throughout the night. So make sure to take full advantage of that too as well. We'd love to have you join the fam. What's up, Alex? Good to see you, bro. We're about to get cranked up. We got whales making moves right now, and look, the market's looking great. I understand that, but we're also seeing some pretty moves that we do not want to see, and we're going to explain that here today on the live stream. Things are definitely starting to heat up, so let's just jump right in it. Alright, so here's a list of the top 100 Bitcoin addresses in the world as of right now. Number 3 has currently moved to number 4 with a big sell of over 61,000 Bitcoin moved. Not all of that was sold so far, but a lot of it really has been sold, and we're going to break it down for you here today. So now moving to the number 4 wallet overall. So as you can see here on the 19th, it started with the 500, 25, 25, 5, 5, 5, 5, 10, 10, 16,000. 16,000 was just recently. This is after lunch today that this 16,000 was actually moved. But let me pull this up. Watch this. Why is it not letting me click it? I'm gonna have to pull it up over here. Watch, give me 1 second. It lets me do it on the mobile app, but it's not letting me pull it up in here. So I'm gonna kind of show you. I can pull it up. I posted it on Twitter. Block number 745676. Give me 1 second. Seven, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Okay, this is 32 minutes ago. Let me pull this up. So what this wallet is actually doing, as you can see here, that's the 16,000 Bitcoin that we see here. Let me pull that up and put that on the screen too. So as you can see here, we got the 16,000 Bitcoin right here was moved. It's not letting me click. It'll let you click it on your phone if you type this in on bitinfocharts.com and you can follow the block. It's not letting me do it on the computer for some reason. But here you go, 16,000 Bitcoin were received. And here's where he's been breaking it up. 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. So he's dropping 5, he sells 5, dropping 5, sell 5, and then what's he gonna do with the 16,000? Well, these individual addresses right here, if you trace the block for the Bitcoin block, all these numbers right here will show you that all these deposits come from the number 4, now the number 4 largest Bitcoin wallet in the world. So this is exactly how he's breaking it up to where you're not seeing a significant price drop all at once. He is dumping a load of Bitcoin onto the market and selling it incremental by transferring them to Coinbase wallets, multiple wallets. I mean, this guy has probably hundreds and hundreds of wallets right now, and it's pretty significant, man. The price is starting to go back down, 23,798, and now you're starting to see a bit of a downtrend. But he's been dumping some Bitcoin today, guys. So I just want y'all to be aware of that, because every time this whale right here really goes off and starts dumping on the market, that he times the top pretty freaking good, man. And that's not good for retail investors, man, because you know they're not paying attention, they're not watching the block per se. But luckily you got your boy Matt on the case. I was able to track him down today and kind of figure out what's going on. So he's moving these small increments of 500, anywhere from 500 to 5,000 Bitcoin in small increments to Coinbase wallets, and actually selling them on the market, you know, as the price spikes. And you know, but yeah, you have to question, why is he doing this? Why is he unloading all this Bitcoin? Last time he sold, the market was at 69,000, and he didn't offload nearly as many. Let me pull that up just to show you guys in perspective with the charts. So let's pull this up on the big screen once again. So as you can see, you can correlate this to any day. On 4/4, he sold 3,001 Bitcoin. I don't know what he's doing with these little 1 Bitcoins that he actually takes out. Maybe he goes have fun, who knows. But as you can see on 4/4, so let's time that up to Bitcoin price on the 4th of April. And he doesn't always time the top perfectly, but man, he gets it really freaking close. Just for instance, this is 4/4 right here off your charts. This was 50,000 at that rejection. That's when he sold some. So every time this wallet is dumping some Bitcoin off, let's see the next time he sold. 419. Where's this at? At this peak right here, 419. Let me try to zoom this in so you can see. 419, right before this big red candle came in, which led off to this big sell-off that we saw. He sold 1,500 BTC on 419 right here. So let's keep on going. We'll keep going down the list to show you why this is significant and why this could potentially be the top that we're actually looking at right now. So 321, 1,500. Let's track this guy out. 321. See, he doesn't time it perfect. He missed this little pump right here. 321, but then right after that, 325. Right here in this area right here, he sold some more. So as you can see, sorry about the on-air thing. I'm gonna click that off here in a minute. Let me put that to where you guys can see it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna click that off. Everybody knows we're on air. Okay, so as you can see, 321, he missed this pump right here. This big price action. Almost break to the upside. You know, kind of fake some people out. It would make me think that, hey, man, I kind of messed up right here and it's probably going to run a little bit. But as you can see on the daily, we got rejected at 200 right here. I think that's what he was anticipating. So what happened was, let me make this big for y'all so we can show y'all here. 321, then 325, he offloaded another 1,500 BTC. I don't know if y'all can see that too clearly. I'm gonna have to mess around with the stream and kind of get that stuff right for y'all. But 325 was the top right here, right before we started to really fall hard, when interest rates hikes were coming out and news of all that stuff. And then we saw another significant drop here in June. Well, this is what I'm predicting here. We saw a little rally right here. Look, we really did. Coming back from May to beginning of June. We tried to rally up. Everybody thought, hey, the market's coming back. It's looking a lot better. But man, we fell out once again, and and then fell all the way down to 17,000. And I'm getting really concerned that we could potentially be heading for that same little exact scenario to play itself out once again, guys. So I just want y'all to be extremely careful with the market right now. The whales are making moves that are not in a good way. You know, this wallet I have never seen, guys. I have never seen, and I'm sorry if it's blurry. Hopefully y'all can see this, the red indicating the sales, but I have never, look at this. I mean, he'll dump 500 here and there, you know, 1,500, but he does not dump this much Bitcoin and move around this much Bitcoin ever. And this guy is pretty good at timing the top. And just in the past couple days, I mean, over 60,000 Bitcoin have moved from this wallet. And to me, that's significant, man. That is significant information to pay attention to, and why I do think that we could see a little drop coming here shortly, guys, in Bitcoin. But nonetheless, let's jump into the technical analysis right now. The charts are looking pretty decent as of right now. There's that little ascending wedge. I think we drew this on the 30-minute chart last night. We broke to the upside. Absolutely looking bullish, guys. Can't argue with it. Hit a high of 23,798. Got rejected at 23.8. So we're going to go ahead and mark that right here as resistance. 23.8. Let me see if I can get that here perfect. So 23.8 acting as resistance. We might trade underneath. I'm expecting to move above that 23.8. Maybe get a test of 24,000 coming here shortly, guys. That's what I would really like to see. But you know, we'll see what we get out of this pump, but it is looking pretty freaking good right now. The whole market, actually. Ethereum down slightly, back to 1562 right now. Dogecoin 6 cents. Shiba Inu still hanging around 1229. So the overall market's, yeah, it's decent. It's looking like a bull run, but guys, be careful. We got so much information coming out next week. We got the Fed raising interest rates on the 26th. We got possibly the 27th, and then the 28th we get the negative GDP, which we are looking for, so to officially call a recession. Let me turn off this camera, man, because it is absolutely messing with me right there. So just be careful. Be careful with your investments, man. A lot of stuff is happening in the markets right now that could really affect you here in the next coming weeks. Real quick, let's go over crypto fear and greed index. Take a look and see where we're at. I'm pretty sure it's probably working its way up. 25, so a little bit more fear in the market than yesterday. Real quick, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and share this video out. So if you could, man, help your boy out. Share it on Twitter. And if you're not following me on Twitter, man, make sure to drop me a follow. Love to hear from everybody, man. I really do. Give me a second. Let me share this on Twitter. Give me 1 second. I got so many task bars open right here. It's insane. And you know your boy's a little rusty. I have not been streaming, but let me drop this real quick. All right, guys, had to get that tweet out. This information that we're seeing, man, is super freaking important, man. And there are a few guys that I've been watching that are covering this, but this information is significant, man. It really freaking is. Let me make sure this is not. Okay, I can go ahead and take. I'm taking this tweet off of Twitter. And there we go. We got the show posted. So see if we get some more people in here. But guys, thank y'all very much. What's up, Crypto Critter? Good to see you. Vampire Kangaroo, you also, man. Really a pleasure. We got PIP. What's happening, man? Meta or Tesla? Which was a better stock to get into? Let's check it out, man. Let's pull up Meta real quick. Well, real quick. No, I wanted to look at Tesla. I got Tesla in my mind. Let's see. All right, so Tesla is right now off the 30-minute charts. Let's get to the 4-hour chart. Kind of give you a good entry point. Constantly stepping its way down, man. Look, man. To be quite honest with you, I'm bearish on a lot of things right here. Ever since 1200, you've been setting lower highs and lower lows. I don't think that's quite done with. I think the market's gonna look to correct itself again. Nonetheless, 617 be a pretty decent point to watch for an entry point if you would have a retest there. Watch this. Let me get this pulled up. All right. So, I mean, it's looking like it wants to rally, but you're in basically a little consolidation phase where you're setting a higher low, higher low, higher low, lower high, almost a higher high, but it's looking like it wants to break out to the upside. But as of right now, 795 is going to be your top. You're at 741. So maybe you see a little rally. We still have time in between now and next week that you could see a potential pretty nice little rally. But I'd be looking for a possible rejection around that 790 range here on Tesla. So for a quick little entry point, might not be bad. It's up 2% off the day, which isn't bad for as big of a stock as Tesla is. But the way the market's going, man, right now is just not. I'm not feeling any long-term holding. I'm only looking for short-term little squeezes that we could get out of the market right now. Let me pull up. I had an article on Meta real quick. Give me 1 second, see if I can find it. To be quite honest with you, bro, I would look at Mullen, man. Mullen Automotive, dude. I know it's not looking the hottest right now. We're gonna pull this up real quick. It is sitting right at $1 mark. Man, really close to where I like it. And as you can see, I do have some TA busted out on this thing, and it did not hold true. At this point, we broke to the downside. It did come back a little bit, but is also trading sideways. So I would actually hold off on any EV plays right this second. I think you get a break to the downside and possibly work your way back to 89, in between a channel between 89 and 73 cents coming up here shortly, man. So that's what I'd be looking for. I'm gonna leave this line just in case. Sometimes stocks go down, they come back up, and then they'll re-respect that line that we drew. We saw that a few times over the past year. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that for right now. Even though we did get a break to the downside, tested support at $1. $1 looks pretty strong, but you can catch these dips underneath $1 on Mullen, absolutely, and that's what you should be looking for potential entry points. And, you know, when you start getting over that $1 mark, maybe look to offload some. You know, you get little pumps to 150, 140, 170 here on 623. So just be careful, guys, with your investments. Mullen's looking pretty freaking decent and not looking too bad at all, guys. Let's see. Ethereum 15-minute chart. Yeah, sure, bro. We'll bust that out for you. And then a few more people getting here. We'll take a look at the Bitcoin wallet once again, just to kind of show you guys why I'm fearing the market right now. I got some fear in this market, and it's looking pretty grim here for the next week, guys. So, all right. So Ethereum here off the charts. Looking extremely bullish. I can't argue with this thing, bro. It looks freaking good. It looks beautiful. But will that continue, man? That's the question. So as of right now, on the 15-minute chart, you are riding that 50 exponential moving average pretty freaking hard, bro. So I would say a pretty significant break below that would probably be time to sell. It looks like you're heading, you know, I think Ethereum's looking for that double top at 1625. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that right here for the short term. But you are respecting that 50 moving up, which is really strong here off the 15 minute. Let's check it off the 30. Even the 30, man, you are really respecting that pretty hard. So I would anticipate, you know, a retest coming here relatively soon, maybe the next day or two. This was the 19th, so you did test it. Yeah, I mean, you'll probably get a retest of somewhere around 1542, which you're not far off from right now. So that, you know, I think you'll get a bounce, but a significant break underneath that. If you're swing trading, I would probably look to sell. You'll probably go look to retest somewhere around 1400 once again off the charts. But looks like we're heading for a double top, honestly, at 1625, and it's not looking too bad here in the short term here for ETH, guys. Let's check 1 minute chart. You know, starting to see some selling off a little bit, but that's really microscopic price action. 5 minute chart, everything looking pretty nice. 5 minute even, you can swing trade the 5 minute pretty nicely, bouncing off this 200 pretty religiously right now. Dipped a little bit right here, below it, skimmed it right here, but it's looking pretty good, guys. Really nice little uptrend for today. Today's not a bad day in crypto and stocks, man. I was really surprised by the way the market reacted, especially with earnings coming in after hours. So, you know, Netflix had earnings. Let's see, did that news come out yet? Let me see. Let's pull up Netflix real quick. So Netflix popping, up 5.61%. After market hours up another 7%. As soon as market close, had a pretty big bump up from 201 to 225. So man, let's see what the earnings are talking about. All right, so Netflix Q2 income rises, beats estimates. So good news for Netflix coming in. Let me see if I can pop the camera back up so you guys can see me. There we go. I knew it was a little dull, so I turned it off for a minute. So welcome everybody. What's up, Rick? Good to see you, man. So Netflix beating earnings in aftermarket hours. The company's earnings came in at 1.44 billion or 320 per share. The company's with 1.35 billion or 297 per share in last year's quarter. Analysts on average had expected the company to earn 296 per share. According to figures compiled by Thomas Reuters, analysts especially typically excluded specialty items. The company's revenue for the first quarter rose 8.6% to 7.97 billion from 7.34 billion last year. So Netflix smashing some earnings, seeing a nice bull flag coming in on the chart. So definitely looking pretty nice, guys. Here off the 30-minute chart, looking extremely nice, man. Let's see, do some TA on this. Where did we hit that we're starting to see some resistance? So kind of a 230 range right here is gonna all right, so 230, not much in the way between that. Holy crap, you could make a pretty nice move if Netflix would go to break this 230. As you can see, you hit 225 here earlier in aftermarket hours, so not too long ago. But a break above 230, Netflix could go on a bit of a run. So this could be on the watch list for tomorrow, guys. This could be a pretty good mover. I think you'll have a pretty green day with Netflix, especially, you know, if you're trading with Webull, you can buy aftermarket hours, pre-market. It might not be bad to pick you up a couple shares and see what happens with it. Because you break 230, man, you can make a pretty nice little run here in the short term. Especially, you know, we still have some time between now and the Fed, but you could easily make a move back to 245 really quickly, even 255. So there's not much in the way after this 230, after this big drop off the bad earnings we had last quarter. So, man, not looking too freaking bad right now. Good morning. Hey, good job, martial law, bro. Don't be afraid to take profits, man. Do not be afraid to take no profits, man. see if what I can pull up right here. Refresh this. And Twitter's tough. Twitter and YouTube has a really tough algorithm, bro. Really freaking tough algorithm. Alright, so we got that pulled up. Martial law, bro. I'm really happy for you, man. Congratulations on taking some profits. Netflix, guys, could be a pretty good game changer, but we'll see if we get rejected at 230. Still moving up a little bit here in the aftermarket hours as of right now. Man, my shirt's wrinkled. I saw that Bitcoin wallet making all those moves, man. I had to hurry up and jump on, man. I was like, dude, some serious stuff that's happening, man, with this wallet, and people need to be aware. So I'm gonna work on that tonight, alerting people, as many people as I can, on what's going on with this wallet, man, because it is moving a hell of a lot of Bitcoin around. So that being said, let's check out Mar. Mar ran 20% yesterday almost. Let's see what's going on with Mar. I'm gonna move this tab right here. That way we keep all our crypto tabs up. Mar absolutely exploded, 32% today. Wow. Hitting a high of 1367. So, look, guys, they're screaming bull market's back. I'm not quite convinced, man. But Mar could run to 15 and Bitcoin could go to 25. So you could see some pretty significant gains still here in the short term. But I'm going to go ahead and mark that $15 as resistance. And I might put in a short once we get close to that. I might look to short Mar. Just being honest with you guys. It's looking pretty significant right now. Mar, you know, really long-term hold, I think will treat you extremely well. I mean, look where you came from, 85 bucks. That was the first bull run that we had in April of 2021, and that was that second time where Bitcoin was smashing all the way to 69,000. So, what are we doing here? Man, it looks like a pretty good dip buy, but I'm not convinced yet. Let's get over 15 and see what happens. But guys, unless I'm wrong about all the information that's heading out next week, you know, you're gonna catch your runners here like Mar, you know, 35, almost 40%, 60% in the past 2 days. You know, that's not bad. You can't argue with that. That's actually pretty good returns on your investments for 2 days. So just be careful with the crypto mining stocks and your crypto right now, just with everything going on. But enjoy the fun, guys. Enjoy the freaking fun while it's happening. Let's check out HUD 8. See what that thing's doing. Up another 15%, 2.97% aftermarket hours. So you are seeing a continuance of the crypto mining stocks starting to rip right here, coming in at $2. Pretty cheap stock. I think that ran all the way to 16, if I remember correctly when we were playing it. Yes, so 17 bucks was the all-time high on this thing. So man, if it gets any cheaper, you know, I think that's going to be a pretty good bang for your buck right there. What's up, Rodney Smith? Yeah, I do think you could see that gap fill on Mar to 15. That's what I'm waiting for potential rejection or a break above it. Mar, honestly, right here after 15, you're going to run into quite a bit of traffic between 15 and 18, but you could gap fill really quick and stay between 15 and 18, especially if Bitcoin continues moving up to 25,000, where I'm hoping it rallies to. We're just starting to see the whales start to really sell off right now and really take some profits, man, moving money around to smaller Coinbase wallets and offloading them on the exchanges, minimal at a time. That way they're not really affecting the price too much, and the average investors are, you know, they see the price going up, and that's the thing, that the price is going up, but the whales are getting out. And just be aware of that, man. Be aware of that. That's how smart money follows the money. Martial Law bought that 710 Tesla dip. Hey, bro, I hope that treats you well. you might have that little run, like I said. You might have that gap fill in Tesla all the way to 792 before everything falls out, which I'm predicting next week. And we'll see if I'm wrong, but I'm starting to see whales, you know, price in what I do think is going to be the biggest significant drop. And I have evidence to back that up, bro. The biggest Bitcoin wallet, well, the fourth biggest. Look at this, man. I've never seen him move this much Bitcoin. And I've traced these individual blocks to Coinbase smaller accounts where he makes a wallet where it has 500 Bitcoin, 2,000 Bitcoin, 2,500 Bitcoin. And he's selling them as he's putting them in. So he's moving major amounts of Bitcoin right now. So whoever is doing this right here is making some major profits right here. So Doge wants that 7. Let's pull up Doge, man. We don't talk about Doge enough. One of my favorite cryptocurrencies. So yeah, 7 cents is not too far off from where we're at, bro. 6969. So it is approaching that 7, and we're gonna mark 7 on here just because 7 is pretty significant. You're touching it. Looks like we'll get the break, you know, eventually right here, and then possibly move up to that 7.5 range. Who knows? Maybe Doge will make a move to 8 cents before everything's said and done. That'd be fucking awesome to see, man. I'd be super excited if we would get a pretty good move like that. I'm predicting MAT 30K this Friday night if Tesla is strong. Hey, we'll have to see, bro. You talking about Bitcoin 30K? Look, I would love to see it run back to 30. But I think you're going to see a move to 25, and then you're going to see a move much lower than 17. That's just what I'm feeling right here. And I hope I'm wrong, guys. I really do. Because if I am wrong, I missed out on a good opportunity to dip buy. You know, even swing trading right now, it's too sketchy for me. Especially what I think the Fed's about to do here next week, guys. Yep, Rodney Smith. I was just looking at FTM, bro. Up 17% today. 34 cents, man. And that is looking freaking tasty right now, man. But I can't do it, man. I can't chase it. I feel like we're breaking to the top, but I feel like the whales are pricing this in, and they're going to take everybody's money. And, you know, I'm going to wait for this next big dip that we're going to see, and then I'm going to ride out like that. That's what I'm thinking, man. Militime 22 says BTC. Hey, bro, I hope so, man. I really do, man. And we'll be live streaming. We'll make sure to keep you guys up to date with what's going on. Let me take this off real quick. All right, cool. Got that squared away. Yeah, guys, let me know how y'all feeling about the market. I can see Miller 22 is expecting a pretty big run, and I hope you're right, man. I really do. But I'm gonna spend probably the rest of my afternoon shilling as to why I think Bitcoin's gonna go down. And look, no one wants to fucking hear it. But just the fact of the matter, man, I'm just producing the facts right here. What's going on? I just want everybody to be aware. So Phantom looking good, man. You're hitting resistance, and you're respecting it pretty well. Kind of what I like to see is you'll probably see a pullback maybe to 31, and I'd like to see some type of consolidation, maybe a nice bull flag. But FTM absolutely killing it, man. Absolutely killing it. Let me see. Yeah, they never put Jasmine on here. But Rick, let me pull up Jasmine for you, bro. What's up, Lady Robin? Whatever. Good to see you. Bro, I ain't even gotta type it in, bro. That's how much I've been watching Jasmine for you, Rick. So currently coming in at 1 cent. So you're looking for 0.25, which is quite a bit away. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got a buy signal coming in, but you also had a strong sell signal coming in at 1221533. So that would be the kind of area that I'm looking for right there. Let me get a horizontal line. That 0120 range, kind of what I'm looking for. potential for maybe a little move to the upside. Then you're gonna hit some traffic. You have some traffic, Rick, to get through to even get back to 1.4, bro. And maybe you make a rope back to 1.4, maybe 1.5, but it's gonna be tough, man. You do have quite a bit of resistance here in the way, man. But I know you're a strong believer. I know you're a Jasmine well, and I hope it makes that move for you. But this is that 2.5 range right here, bro. It would take a pretty massive pump to get you back there. It would take a move like we had back in March, you know, where we just had that crazy pump where it was actually 1 cent, moved to 5 cents, man. And it's very possible it could happen again. Love to see it go to 2.8, massive pump off, you know, crypto before it dumps out again. So I hope it does for you, man. But, you know, just overall how I'm feeling about everything, bro. I still feel like the market has some downside, even though we're seeing a lot of green on the screen. I mean, what was the NASDAQ? Everything was up today. Let me pull that up real quick on my phone. NASDAQ was up 3%. S&P was up 2.76. Dow was up 2.43. So the market's looking good, man. Really were. I was surprised, man. I really freaking was surprised. Let's pull up some Shiba Inu, kind of get an idea of what Shiba's doing. Everything's following Bitcoin, man. The whole market's looking the same. But Shiba looking for that 13.00. You know, if we can get to a position where I do think all of crypto will go for this little double top formation right here, which you currently have at 12.62. I think we're heading for that. And if we get a break above that, we'll get a retest of 13 flat 1300 for Sheeb. So could be another green day tomorrow, guys. We still have some time before next week shitstorm comes out. That's what I'm calling it, which will start on Tuesday. I'm surprised, you know, market's not reacting a little bit sooner, but it is only Tuesday. So I think toward the rest of the week, maybe starting Thursday and Friday, we might start seeing some red days come in. What's up, Nick? How you doing, man? We're gonna have to have a last rate hike next week. I believe inflation is peaking, and we'll see 25K in August. I think you're right, bro. And we might see a 25K move before we see this next interest rate hike. That would be optimal. That's what we really want to see, man. That would give no Fed meeting in August. That would give you some time to run. But if they come back with negative GDP and we turn into a recession, you might have some meetings, bro. You might have some meetings. Emergency meetings. All right, so what do we have here? What's next for the Federal Reserve rate hike? Will it drive us closer to a recession? As such, the Fed has been raising interest rates this year, and last month it implemented the highest rate hike in almost 3 decades. Meanwhile, the Fed is set to meet again later this month, at which point it's fair to assume that once again they will increase rates. But while higher interest rates may help cool inflation, they may also lead to a full-blown recession, and that's something Americans will need to prepare for. But why higher interest rates could lead to a recession? The Federal Reserve does not set consumer borrowing rates like a mortgage rate or personal loan rates directly. Rather, it sets federal fund rates, in which banks charge one another for short-term borrowing. What happens is when the Fed raises the federal fund rate, consumer borrowing tends to trend in the same direction as such following the next Fed meeting, which we could see an uptick in credit card interest rates, auto loans interest rates, for housing, home equity lines of credit, just to name a few. But that's a total, you know, that's really a bad thing, because what it might do is cause consumers to start spending less at the time the cost of goods is so high. If the consumer spending declines, it will narrow the gap between the supply and available goods and the demand for them. And, you know, basically in that could turn final drive living costs downwards. So really waiting to see what happens here the next few weeks. But if borrowing gets so expensive that consumers cut their spending to an extreme, it has the potential to spur an economic recession, and that could mean widespread layoffs and other unfavorable consequences as a result of that. So how can you prepare for an economic decline if the Fed's action do end up spurring a recession, which we will find out end of next week? It could be a mild one or a prolonged one. There's really no definite way to know. That's why it's smart to prepare for a recession as best as you can. If you don't have a full emergency fund enough to cover at least 3 full months of essential living costs, then spend the next few months boosting your savings rates. It's important to have plenty of cash reserves during a recession in case your work hours are cut or you're laid off. And it's super important right now to get your money off the exchanges, guys. We see exchanges failing. If the markets go bad, you know, we could see a lot more liquidity issues coming in with these exchanges. So just be careful with that too. But next, while trying to whittle down unhealthy debt like your credit card balance, with interest rates rising, that debt is likely going to cost you more in the near term. But also, the less debt you have hanging over your head, the less stress you might feel if you end up losing income during a recession. Finally, consider uploading some expenses that aren't necessary. Offloading. This could mean canceling the gym memberships you don't really use or pausing a subscription box. These moves could free up more cash in savings and debt payoff purposes. While a recession isn't guaranteed to hit this year or next, the actions the Fed is taking to cool inflation could result definitely in one. That's a tough reality to face, but it's better to prepare for a downturn than to get caught off guard by one. So guys, just be extremely careful. What's going on, man? 17 sheep tomorrow. Hey, we'll see. Middle of time, 2-2. I work at a car dealership all around Cleveland, and no one is buying cars right now. I truly believe it will get ugly next hike. Hey, what's the average rate right now, Nick, for the ongoing? If, like, say I wanted to go buy a car from you, what's the average rate that I could get with a decent credit score? All stocks, IMPP. I'm bullish on IMPP, man. I think, you know, let's see what it did today. IMPP going up a little bit. Might make a move back to 200, which is at 50 cents, but just be careful with it. I think over the rest of the summer, you'll probably start to see gas go back up. It is, gas prices have come down a little bit, 50 cents to be exact, nationwide average right now. So that's good to see. But I don't think it's quite done with, man. Don't think it's quite done with. HUSA, I never really played around too much with HUSA, man. Houston American up 16% today. So looking pretty good, man. Just be careful. Market's rallying right now, and it's looking pretty decent. This thing, wow, looks really nice, man. Really nice consolidation. You get these little pops here and there. So buy the dip, sell the rip, man. I think you'll be fine. HUSA right now. Let me pull this up, widen this up a little bit. You got some resistance coming, man. You're pretty much sitting on resistance here at 480, somewhere within that range. A break above that, you could make a move to 525. So that's kind of what I'd be looking for here for HUSA if you're currently in it. Now I'd maybe look for a retest of $5 before you have a continuation. If you would see an upwards trend. Looking to get in, I'm looking for 375, somewhere around these pretty good support ranges right here. You got plenty of tops to line up right there. So if you would see a significant pullback, I would wait to see if you hold 375. And then after that, somewhere around 315, 320 will be a pretty good entry point. So be on the lookout for that, man. But all we can do is wait to see what happens, guys. Bitcoin's starting to hump over real quick, so we might see a retest of 22.5 between now and the next time we meet, which will probably be tomorrow night. So just be careful, guys. We do have 23.163, potential little double bottom here with the short term. But just be careful, guys. Bitcoin, urgent warning. Name of the video. I showed you why the wallets are moving so much Bitcoin around, and they are selling them in small increments. That's not by coincidence, man. They are offloading this Bitcoin without affecting the price. It's crazy. People are buying in right now, and that's how it happens, bro. I told y'all last night on Twitter, people like, bull market's back. People are buying. You know, people are buying, but the smartest money is getting out right now, and that scares me, bro. That number 3, now number 4 wallet, because it done moved so much Bitcoin around and sold, it's no longer the number 3 wallet. And that scares me, man. That wallet is always point on, and it has me concerned with what's going to happen next week. If the events that, you know, we were going to see next week weren't unfolding next week, I wouldn't, you know, I would be like, what the hell is going on with this dude? But we have major events coming next week. Could be a possible recession announcement. So just be prepared, guys. Always be prepared, and always taking profits. So that's what I got for you tonight. I really appreciate y'all tuning in, man. You know, I love each and every one of y'all, but I got a rip. It's been right at an hour, so really do appreciate it. And hit me up in Discord if you got any questions, man. I will be live tomorrow, and you know, we'll see where the price is heading. But as of right now, 23,350 is where we sit for Bitcoin. Let's see if we get to 25 before the next drop off. So with that being said, guys, thank you